how the tic changed, right? How the tic changes based on what you're focusing on. This is really insightful for, I think, people that I work with this condition. It's like, when do we tic more or less? What states of mind are we existing in? What emotional states are we or not existing in? Right? Where are we? Who are we around? All of these things affect our well-being in that moment and how maybe intense or anxious or tight or stressed we are. Right? And it sounds like you're very precise. This word, that's really interesting to me. Yeah.
I think it fascinated me, really. And a word kind of expression came to me. Your body doesn't lie. Your body doesn't lie. So it was like, because I've done quite a lot of body work in the past, I was like, and I could see that in my clients, you know, with their posture and trauma and all that kind of stuff. It was like, it was very clear to me, my body has something to tell you. If you just give it space to listen, it will tell you. And I kept exploring. I did make a video which I put on YouTube, because I was like, it was a bit like coming out again, because with my partner I ended up having to hide it because he was freaking out. He freaked out about that, and that obviously didn't help me. So I was hiding it from people to a certain degree, which is effort and hard.
A lot.
And I ended up making a video, and even just coming on and having the camera and my face was screwed out, and I was like, oh, I don't really like I don't like being seen. And then I thought, well, actually, if I just change my perception, I can change it. I can change it. And so that's kind of how I was working with it in the beginning. And then I think I got braver with it. And I remember being on a train once, and I was like, I wasn't really suppressing it, but I was like, what if I just didn't suppress it? And nobody took a blind bit notice. Well, it was none of my business what they thought anyway, was it really? So, which is something that I've learned, you know, becoming more spiritual over time. And then I did a big kind of weekend full of workshops where there was about 100 people. And I stood up in the beginning because I thought, I'm not going to enjoy this if I can't be my true self. And I'm going to be like worried about what people would think if they see my tics and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want people to feel sorry for me, and I don't want to be a victim and blah, blah. And anyway, I just stood up and said, you know, I've got this thing, body tics, and, you know, you might just see me. I'm not having a fit. I'm okay. Blah, 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 blah. And of course, once I'd done that, I didn't tic, you know, the next few hours, but it did come through quite strongly later, actually, quite somatic ways and experiences. Yeah.
So where in your body were the tics mainly? Because you mentioned about your face a bit. What was it? Here, neck, shoulder, arm, legs? Where, like everywhere? How was it?
Mainly, I mean, it did go through quite a facial stage, but that facial stage didn't last long. Well, it did last a long, I suppose, but it was quite a lot of shoulder and neck, and my head would suddenly go like that. And I think sometimes kind of it is a little bit there still, but in a good way, because it's informing me, oh, there's a feeling now of sadness, or there's a feeling now of anger. I mean, sometimes I get this feeling that I just want to do that. I just want, you know, I'm feeling frustrated and I want to express that. You know, my body wants to express that.
I can relate to these last comments a lot. It's like I've healed my tics, right? I'd say, but there's still elements deep inside me where I'm feeling that my body wants something or needs something. And like, if I don't look after and listen to my body at the moment it's wanting to move, then and I ignore it and I push it down and I keep ignoring it. Yeah, I can feel the tightness in my body wanting to move again. But I live nowadays with much more presence than I used to have. And so, like you described it there, it's like the body wants to tell me something. why am I feeling a little bit jittery inside right now? Right? Why am I feeling a bit jittery? Oh, I'm focused too intensely on my computer right now. Oh, okay. Take a breath. And then my body relaxes. It's like the body doesn't lie, like you said. The body knows the score. That's a famous book, right? In the body workspace. And
Got that
it's
sitting on my
like,
shelf.
yeah,
Never
no. And it's like it knows. So if only we listen. Something that I talk a lot, I say a lot to my clients is, it's like the body or the tic is like your inner child just trying to talk to you. It's like listen, like you would listen to a little child. If a child is playing up, what would you do? You wouldn't get angry at the child, or sometimes that might happen, but we're trying to learn to bring love and presence to that child inside of us. That's how I like to see it these days.